Hello people, I'm Vito, and welcome back to Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn with Robberlink.
Hello.
Alright, it's been quite a while, but where we left off, we finished the entirety of Part 1, and if you hit continue, we should be going right into Part 2, which I think goes back to what is happening in Crimea with Ike and Elincia, right? Because we defeated Jared in Dayan.
Yes, and so Dayan's
oppression by Begnion should be over.
Yeah. Not sure if they're necessarily free from Begnion, but they're definitely free from that specific
individual.
Yeah. So, let's see what's going on in the political news of this mythical place.
Part 2 of Countries and Kings.
Dayan has been reborn. Word of King Tellius' coronation reaches neighboring Crimea within days. Crimea itself has spent the past 3 years rebuilding from the damage it suffered during the Mad King's War. News that Ashnard's son now sits on Dayan's throne sends waves of unease and worry rippling across the land. Alas, this is not the only thing disturbing the people of Crimea during this time. There is an ever-widening gap emerging between Crimea's noble class and the nation's young ruler, Queen Elincia. Crimea lost its king during the Dayan invasion, and Elincia is still an inexperienced ruler. What's more, her very existence was a secret from the public, and so she came unexpectedly to her succession. Many of Crimea's noble houses raised their voices in protest against her rule. Elincia's desire for a long-lasting peace has driven her to strengthen Crimea's ties with the Laguz nation of Gallia, and to renounce Crimea's claim to rule over a defeated Dayan. Her political moderation is seen as a sign of weakness among her critics. Ike, the young hero who led Crimea to victory in the Mad King's War, was granted a peerage for his heroism and bravery. The elevation of a common mercenary to the nobility, however, widened the rift between the aristocracy and the queen yet further. Perhaps to avoid becoming mired in these power struggles, Ike renounced his peerage and took his leave of the court. Yet Ike's actions did little to placate the nobility. They continued to criticize the queen's every decision and lay squarely at her feet the blame for all of Crimea's woes.
It's like, fine, you don't want me, I'll leave. Things don't get better.
Didn't the Apostle of Begnion also make Ike nobility?
Yeah, kind of.
Does that mean nothing to these people?
Prologue on Drifting Clouds. So you have acknowledged Tellius as the newly crowned King of Dayan? Your Majesty, this is beyond the pale. Okay, I have a full list of who voiced who. You voiced Elincia.
Alright. I have not forgotten our war with Dayan. 3 years is not so long as that. But do not forget, if we allow hatred to rule our hearts, we become prisoners of our past. A lasting peace serves both nations. Bravo, Your Majesty. Well spoken indeed. Your words paint a picture of idealism rarely seen here at court. However, and I beg your forgiveness, it is quite apparent your grasp of politics remains childishly naive.
Abandoning rule over Dayan, then reconciling with our most hated enemy. This will not do. The people will soon take their discontent to the streets.
Okay, people, I'm going to need you to, tone down the cynicism here a little bit. We need some positivity going in here. Come on. What's more, why choose Bastion, the Count of Fair, as your envoy? His skills in court are vital to Crimea. To send away such a key figure, tell me, Your Highness, how exactly do you plan to rule without him?
Well, maybe if you'd stop frickin' banging on about all these things and listen, maybe we wouldn't need him to tell you the same thing. All right. I think you voiced Lucia. Yeah.
Okay. I have no idea what her voice was.
Generic female voice number 1?
I could have sworn it was number 4. The Count of Fair himself gladly volunteered as a delegate. Her Majesty's decision was only... Lady Lucia, still your tongue. You are not Her Majesty. Do not presume to speak for her.
Yes, Lady Lucia. Please refrain from speaking if you have not been directly addressed. It's like, okay. Lincia's like, I directly addressed Lucia to answer this question in my stead. Your familiarity with the Queen does not grant you a seat in the Royal Assembly. Although you may have been raised as a sister to Her Majesty the Queen, kindly kindly remember your place.
You have my apologies.
You swine.
Hope you die in a crash or something.
in a horse carriage crash?
Yes, you know.
Slow speed collision.
I hope your carriage gets T-boned in a village square somewhere.
Jackknifed.
And you, General Joffrey, does your loyalty to Her Majesty stem only from your unchecked emotions?
I'm just imagining like in a very janky 3D game where the horses are completely solid. So they go on their fronts and they're just, you know, their back end completely up, and that's how it jackknifes because they're just completely solid objects.
Physics engines, am I right? Those with a taste of For, not of. I'll see myself out.
Okay, I'm back. Ready for round 2.
Those with a taste for gossip are talking. I wonder, have you heard what the Help is saying about you? What? Joffrey. At any rate, growing discontent has brought the royal family of Crimea to a crossroads of sorts. Your Highness, this is all on you.
I had nothing to do with it, definitely. Indeed, Your Majesty. Whatever do you intend to do?
Well, if you'd let me speak now. One telling off later.
Melior, the Crimean capital. Queen Elincia, whoever that is. It might be Jeffrey, I don't know. Oh, is that Marcia?
Hey! Marcia, how are you today? And what are you doing here?
Lucia told me about those no-goodnik nobles and their chest-beating contest, so I thought you could use some cheering up.
I mean, I guess you could stab them. That'd cheer me up.
Would that be, I don't know, not exactly treason, she's from Begnion, but a political act of war or something. You weren't in your chambers or the garden, so I guessed you would be out here.
Forgive me. I needed some time to think. I'm sorry to trouble you.
None at all. After everything you've done for me, it's the least I could do. It was nice of you to hire me as a royal knight. Okay, so it would just be treason. It wouldn't be an international act of war.
Okay.
But hiring my sponge-brained, spine-deprived brother might qualify you for sainthood.
Yeah. Yeah, not much to say about that.
Makalov.
Even so, I'm afraid I may also have caused you a great number of hardships.
Huh? Oh, the grief I'm getting from the nobles? It's nothing I can't handle. If you think if you think your country has stuffed shirt windbags for aristocracy, you should see Begnion's. When I was a Pegasus Knight there, they had a new shenanigan every week. After that, the Crimean crybabies are no big deal.
No, it's my fault, and I'm sorry. I'm so new at all this. Even you are affected by my blunders. Sometimes, I think, maybe I just don't have what it takes to be a queen.
King Ike.
Can you royally order someone to take over the monarchy?
I don't know. Huh. That's so not true. I don't know if anyone spoke like that in any fantasy setting. That's so not true. Huh.
Your Highness, girl.
They call that like Valley Girl accent or something, so what would that be?
Listen, Thy Highness. The other day...
Queen Elincia, anyone can strut around in a queen hat and say she's a ruler, but you always put your people first.
Oh, it's a crown. I said what I said. I said a queen hat.
Look, it's not that you're doing a bad job, it's just everyone's on edge lately. With Dayan getting a new king and all. People are worried that Dayan will start another war, like the one 3 years ago, and they're taking it out on you.
It occurs to me that now both Crimea and Dayan have new rulers that just kind of appeared out of nowhere, claiming to be the lost son/daughter of the previous ruler.
It's like, well, what else can we do? Guess they're hired.
So I'm starting to see a trend here.
I don't know why I said hired. You're hired for the job of,
ruling the country.
As a descendant, yeah. Just don't let those peacock-wearing nobles bug you. And remember that you don't have to go it alone. You've got friends everywhere.
Thank you, Marcia. Your kind words have lifted my spirits. That's right. I'm not alone. I must be strong for the sake of our people, as the protector of our homeland. Okay.
Huh? Queen Elincia, what the heck is going on over there?
I did his voice, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey! How dare you harass us? Begone, insolent fools! Begone, I say!
And then I think at different points we mixed up who voiced her, but I think it was supposed to be you.
I thought it was you. All right.
We mixed it up, so I guess it doesn't really matter.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it just says blah, 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 blah anyway. Fear not, my lady. This senile old bird will gladly trade its life for your protection.
They say nothing is as beautiful as the herons of Serenus, especially a royal princess. It's like, oh, why you flatter me, but in fact I am a raven. You'll fetch a pretty penny from some lord or other, and our pockets are a little light. What do you say, Captain?
I think this is a bad idea and you should be court-martialed.
But you know what? I'm not one to rock the boat, so sure. Go for it, boys.
Yes, naturally. She should prove to make a fine gift. Seize them, and mind the raven's talons. This is unbelievable. Stand back, you unrepentant dogs. Neolucci does not give in easily. Crack spine. Okay, I give in. Men, silence that cawing raven. Who would pay for an old crow like that anyway? Leave him.
Stop right there. That might be Elincia, I don't know.
Stop right there, criminal scum. Company. How droll.
Hey, Begnion Draconites. Are you lost, or have you just been letting those scaly fleabags do your navigating? What are you doing in Crimea's sky?
We've merely strayed a bit in our duties patrolling the border. Do you have a problem with that?
Immensely. You and your flying snakes are in violation of Crimea's sovereignty. Besides, do you have any idea who you're dealing with here, Reptile Breath?
Marcia, stop. We cannot afford to start antagonizing the Begnion army. I am the Queen of Crimea.
But Your Majesty, we can't just let these wyvern monkeys run rampant.
And we're not going to. As long as they don't realize I'm the queen, we should be fine.
Wait, shouldn't it be the other way around? If they realize you're the queen, they'll be like, oh, we fricked up.
Begnion Draconites, you will only be warned once. Leave this area immediately. I serve the Queen of Crimea. Trespassers on Crimean territory will be dealt with. No exceptions.
The queen, she says. The very queen that relied on us, the Begnion Empire, to free her nation. Imperial Draconites are not frightened by soldiers so weak as Crimean Pegasus Knights. Listen up. Leave those two alone. It's the Serenus Maiden we want. Do not allow her to escape.
Looks like we'll not talk any sense into them. I suppose we have no choice.
So by the sounds of it, their strategy is to ignore us, which means we can just slash them in the back while they're not paying attention.
Serene Lucci, we're here to help you.
LB, it's Her Majesty, Queen Elincia.
Whoops.
Fate has smiled upon us. How you doing, Your Highness?
It's like, what?
It's so good to see you, Queen Elincia. How's being a queen going these days? I hate to be a bother, considering it has been so long, but your assistance is most appreciated. Also, caw. I'm in a bird form. Caw, caw.
They couldn't understand a thing he said because of it.
He's just making crow noises.
Yeah.
All right. It's been a while.
Survive for 8 turns. Hopefully. You could say he's on fire. His element is fire, and the map element is fire.
But all right, what do you got? Okay. Okay. A bit overkill for you.
You can't hold that much HP. Alright, and then, yeah, I'll probably, if you want to go through them one more time again, the characters, and leave them there for a sec for each, and I'll show what their stats were when we ended the previous game, except maybe Nelucci. I don't know if we ever had him.
Huh.
Yeah, I guess that's just a Heron thing, having really high luck, and also having a really high luck cap. Alrighty. Yeah, Elincia's stats seem pretty good.
What about you? Huh. Alright. And
So
y'all are mostly using axes.
okay, so is Marcia classed up already? Yeah, Falcon Knight. That's the class up. Alright, so it seems like... yeah, I don't remember what the levels were in the last part. I think we had classed up a few people in that last level. So we should be right around the transition from class 1 to class 2. And I assume she's class 2, because level 1.
Right.
Alright, so we should be doing pretty good. Looks like she has decent stats. I wonder if they carried over exactly or not, though.
Can stun. Can inflict 3 times normal damage and paralyze enemy for 1 turn.
Yeah, I think that's their special for Falcon Knights.
Huh. Okay.
And you want to RD battle save just so that we don't need to, we don't need to go through all the dialogue or anything if something goes terribly wrong.
Which it won't.
So I wonder if they actually won't attack Leanne then.
I think I remember. I think they just grab her. Like as if they're doing the rescue thing.
Oh, but yeah. That'd be terrifying.
Just yoink. Alright.
But she doesn't have her frickin' special sword that can attack like 4 times. What the heck? Is it?
Maybe we get it later?
Yeah, maybe it's just because she doesn't want to be found out as the queen, so she decided not to bring her definitely iconic sword.
Never mind that she's, riding a flying horse that has a horn. I think the other... Yours doesn't have a horn, does it? Or maybe it does.
Huh. Did she use stun? I didn't actually see it say so, but he's stunned.
No, I could have sworn it said so.
Okay, I must have just missed it. I thought she just crit or something.
I mean, it's essentially the same thing.
Yeah.
Wait, can you fight back? Huh. You can't. Interesting. Alright, yeah, sure. Stab.
Yeah, it said she only did like 9 damage, which is not as much as I was hoping for.
Yeah, if I remember correctly... Yeah, clouds are, protective.
Interesting. Yeah, I know when I first played Path of Radiance, Marsha didn't end up very good, but then when we played on the channel, she ended up pretty good.
Yeah. Some characters actually can get good if you use them.
Yeah.
And then you have Meg. I swear every game I'm like, I'm not going to use her. And I try using her thinking, man, maybe this time it'll be different. And then no.
Still pointless. Yeah. But on the other hand, there's, at least in the first game, Nephany. It seems like, even if you don't use her a whole lot, she ends up amazing. So it's like a pleasant surprise.
Oh, wow. Rude. You're not actually supposed to hit me.
She does have more maximum HP than I expected. Which is nice. She can actually take a hit or two without being in too much danger.
Yes.
What about you? Can you absolutely murder people? Yep.
Yeah. Let the murder commence.
He only has 17% chance of hitting back.
All right.
I think maybe I shouldn't lead you down this path, but I'm thinking maybe he's like, the special one where he can kill them more easily, but then you probably won't keep him, so it'll kind of be like a waste of experience. But then again, it said Elincia got like 1 XP from the one she attacked the one time.
Also, there's quite a few of them, and it's a survival thing.
Yeah.
You just have to survive for a number of turns.
It's just the way I usually play these things. It's like, I gotta kill everyone and get all the experience I can.
Yeah. Oh, you have a hand axe.
Fling!
Nope.
Someone down below is like, oh my god, there's a freaking axe that just came down next to me. That was freaking dangerous. Huh. Is she in a cloud or something? That one only has an 8% chance of hitting.
Oh. Why is the sky still darkened?
Yeah, she's only getting 1 XP from that, but... I'm thinking back to Fates, which I've been playing more recently. Usually them being a class up doesn't have that much of a difference, like, because they're level 18-ish, right? Because that would only be like 3 levels difference.
Huh.
Technically. So I'm kind of...
Usually I have the idea that, classed up, it's a pretty big difference.
Yeah, maybe it's just different between the different games. Oh, yeah, the poleaxe. I'm trying to remember, was poleaxe good against mounted units?
Yes.
Does that include Falcon Knights?
I'll check.
I mean, it wasn't flashing, so probably not in this instance.
Okay, I guess not.
But I guess just because it's an axe type and it's...
Yeah.
Maybe it's a stronger unit too. Okay, I guess Elincia does have healing ability if you need it, but there are a lot of people here. You might need to just focus on killing them.
Yeah.
Maybe kill the poleaxe dude. Because he hurt the most, didn't he?
Actually, how much damage you do? No, you can't one-shot him. What about him? Can you kill him? No. Alright, how about you kill this guy then? 0% hit chance.
Yeah.
I apologize if I'm not making the most tactical decisions, by the way. It's been a hot minute. But hopefully, things will turn out alright.
It's like, screw it, we won't do it live, but we'll try and do it in one attempt nonetheless.
We won't do it live, but we'll try to do it alive. I swear I'm funny.
I'm just thinking, like, the brand new trend. Try and complete a game while you're dead. None have done it thus far. Could you be the first?
Okay, I'm gonna do this. And then I'll heal her with Elincia.
Sounds good. Yeah, if one of them does try to pick up Leanne, that would probably be fine, because they won't be able to escape off map or anything in one turn. You could just hunt them down.
Yeah.
And that'll effectively waste one of their turns.
Just hang in there.
Oh yeah, I did remember near when we were finished with the first part, we got a comment about how someone thought it was, you know, kind of annoying that it seemed like I was backseating.
Yes.
Whereas, you know, the way I thought about it was, you know, I'm just kind of helping you out. We're just kind of going through it together. Even though it's not a multiplayer game, we're kind of doing it multiplayer tactics, I guess. Two brains better than one, hopefully. Because, you know, we both have not played this in a long time.
Yeah.
We're kind of on equal footing-ish in that sense. So we're just trying to work together to remember the different things we could possibly pull off.
Imagine playing this competitively. No, you should definitely send that fragile person out in the open. Definitely. Trust me.
So yeah, I mean, hopefully other people don't mind if I do give suggestions now and then.
Though I did also read that comment, and I think I replied to it, and I'm going to attempt to be more assertive, but I might have to wait an episode while I still get my bearings here.
Meanwhile, get stunned. Huh. Yeah, I guess that's nice. She's used that twice already, at least. It did feel like there were certain final skills that just never felt like they activated. And so you could play the entire game and maybe see it once, or never. And I saw the clouds actually move, which is interesting.
Yeah, I did remember that. I just can't remember what direction they went in. But it seems to go to the left.
Haha.
Very good.
You have come to your own death. Okay, that was a little unnecessary. Could have saved that for someone else, maybe.
No, I'm angry.
That dude tried to hit me. Yeah, I'm surprised you remembered that. They actually pick up Leanne, because I didn't. Do they require a special skill for that? Huh, I guess not. Because I don't think you can do that to opponents, can you?
Not normally.
Just abduct. The Black Knight shows up, you just have someone go in there, pick him up. You are not going to do anything.
If only.
And yeah, they probably have the same debuffs as Rescue.
Yeah, I think it said he was suffering.
Yeah. They probably already couldn't hit Nelucci, but that makes it even worse.
Let her go.
I will ram my face into you until you let her go.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
I guess this is a way to get you to not worry about the experiences if it just isn't worth experience for anyone. It's like, stop frickin' worrying about the experience. It's like, fine, they got me.
All right. Now you. Okay. That works.
Question is, will Leanne be unavailable now when she gets dropped?
I think she does. Yeah.
Oh well. Well, the one guy's stunned.
And so I shall make use of that.
Oh. I thought then he wouldn't be able to move next turn, so you could just focus on the other guy? I don't know.
No, I think it was just this turn he'd be stunned for. Plus he has a hand axe, so I don't want him harassing me without having to suffer consequences.
Alright, and then after this turn, we should probably end the episode. Alright, well that was a short turn.
All right.
So, I think we will end this here for now, and we will continue this next time.
So, goodbye for now.
Goodbye.